guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Karen and the name of my channel is PRgrl for Puerto Rican girl. I hope that everyone is doing well and safe. In today's video, I have some Disney magic for you. As you may know, we went recently to the Disney Parks in Orlando. That was me, my husband, and my kids. It was such an amazing trip. We had a lot of fun. We collected so many memories and we can't wait to be back. And of course, I had to get myself some Pandora. Most of the items that I got have a sweet sentiment or memory attached to them. And I really like that because, you know, even though I collect Pandora for so many years, I think it's like 13 years now, most of the time I try to relate a memory to a charm. And I feel that sentiment has been lost a little bit. I'm not sure how I'm gonna describe this, but that's my feeling. Of course, I collect charms sometimes because they're beautiful. I think we all feel that way, but having a sentiment attached to a charm is very special. What do you think of this? Can you let me know in the comment section down below if you feel that the sentiment has been lost a little bit from the collection of charms, or if this is still present? I would love to know that. Anyhow, so I will tell you a little bit of a story of how I decided to approach my shopping this time. We stay in one of the resorts from Disney. For us, it was totally worth it just because of the transportation. So the first day we got to the hotel from the airport, we wanted to go to Disney Springs to have dinner and, you know, just wander around. And so I told my husband that I wanted to visit every single store that says Pandora because I wanted to see the selection they had. I will try my best to incorporate some footage or video or pictures from the stores. So in case you didn't know, in Disney Springs, there are 3 stores that sell Pandora. One is the regular concept store, that's a corporate store from Pandora. Then there's another store that sells Disney memorabilia, particularly from, you know, like high-end brands. They say items from Dunienberg, Coach, and of course they have Pandora. I forgot the name of that store, but I will attach it somewhere here. And then the third one is the main Disney store in the Disney Springs area. They have a small section where they sell Pandora. So those are the 3 places. And I went to all 3 because I wanted to see what they had before I went to the parks. Because in each park, there is also a section that sells Pandora or a store that sells Pandora. So I wanted to see the selection before I made a commitment of buying anything in the parks. And then I decided if I see something special at the park, then I would just get it right there. And if not, then at the end of the trip, I can always go back to Disney Springs and collect the charms that I had on my wish list. Okay, so that's the backup story. The first day we went to Magic Kingdom. I wish we could be also for the Mickey Not So Scary party, but we booked our trip, I think it was mid-September. We went the 3rd week of October and the party was all sold out. So we decided to go on a day that the party was not there. Otherwise, we would have to leave the park by 6 p.m. So we were able to stay until the very last minute. In addition of staying at the Disney Resort is that we were able to be at the parks half hour before they open to the general public. And then also at the same time, we stayed until the very last minute on each park. So the first day, as I say, we went to Magic Kingdom. I went to the Uptown Jewelry store at the park. And I saw a very special charm that I could not resist getting right away. So this is the first charm that I'm gonna share with you. And this charm was not available from the stores that I visited from Disney Springs. Let me show you. Oh, what a beauty. This is the Mickey Sorcerer's hat from the Fantasmic Show or Fantasia movie. What a gorgeous charm. When I saw it at the display in the Uptown Jewelry store, I could not believe my eyes because this is considered a vintage charm from the ones that Pandora offered for the Disney parks. So beautiful. And I feel I'm already at around 5-minute mark on this video, and I will probably need to split it in 2 because I have so much to tell you and show you. But anyhow, As soon as I saw this charm, I decided to get it because, as I said, I had it on my wish list. I have another 2 charms on my wish list that are already retired. One of them is the Alice in the Teacup, and the other one is the traditional flying Dumbo charm. And those 2, I didn't find it on any of the parks, neither when I went to the Disney Springs stores in Orlando. So let me show you closer details of it and then also tell you the story or the memory behind it to me. So here it is. What a beauty. So let me tell you the story of the sentiments attached to this charm for me. The first time we went to the Disney Parks in Orlando, I was 5 years old. It was me, my mom, my brother, and myself. I'm 7 years senior of my sister, so she wasn't there yet. I went also with a couple of cousins and my aunts and uncles. It was so much fun. I see pictures of it, and I can tell that we have great memories from that also. But I was just a kid, so I'm gonna be honest, I don't have a lot of them, but I still remember a few. Then when I was 20, we went to the parks again. So that's like 15 years after, with my mom, my sister, my brother, and myself. So that time was the 5 of us. It was an amazing trip again. And that was the first time we saw the Fantasmic show. Beautiful memories attached to that as well. Then, when my eldest son was 3 years and a half, I think this was 2017, yes, summer 2017, we went to Disneyland in California. We watched the Fantasmic show as well from there, and that was so sweet. I mean, my 3-year-old, and then also my husband, my sister was there as well with her husband, and yeah, it was just amazing. So since then, I wanted to get this charm, but I let it sleep, and yeah, I was just thrilled to have it. So as you can see, it is the Mickey Sorcerer's hat, and you can see it has the Mickey ears, and I love the way they did the ears. Some detail, like 3D details, right? And then you can see the hat with the gorgeous enamel, sort of metallic because it has a little bit of glitter inside, which is amazing, make it more magical. Then it has a few stars and a moon. So pretty. This is the other side, and it is basically the same. On this side of the veil, it has the Pandora S925. On this other side, Disney Parks Disney. And I love the look of this charm because even though the veil is simple, it is very sturdy, as we all know. It is it just reminds me of vintage Pandora. So I'm thrilled to have this charm. I know some people, after they saw my picture on Instagram, wrote to me and said that they were recently at the park, for example, in the summer, and they didn't saw this charm. So I guess I was lucky. I'm just over the moon. So the Mickey Sorcerer's hat was the only charm that I purchased from Magic Kingdom. I felt that all the other charms they had at the Uptown Jewelry store, I could also find on Disney Springs. The very next day, we went to Hollywood Studios, and the next charm I'm gonna share with you, which is on this box, has very special memories attached to it, and I will share those with you now. So, in Disney Hollywood Studios, they have the show of Indiana Jones, and my husband wanted to see that show. For Hollywood Studio, we decided to get the Genie Plus service, which is sort of like the Fast Pass. And through that, I booked the very last show of Indiana Jones, but at the same time, I also wanted to see the Beauty and the Beast show, and I also booked the very last show of that. And when we were at the Indiana Jones show, I didn't realize that the show was almost half hour, and it was a little bit overlapping with the time that the Beauty and the Beast show was supposed to be scheduled at. And so my husband told me to go ahead by myself and see the Beauty and the Beast show because he knew I wanted to see Belle and Jasmine are my favorite princesses, and I could not miss that show. So I went to the show by myself. I'm gonna include some footage because it was totally amazing, so beautiful and magical. The show of Beauty and the Beast is on a theater that is close by the Hollywood Tower, which is the iconic building of Hollywood studios, and there's a guy from Disney Parks taking pictures, and so you can collect the memories, and you can get the pictures at the end of the trip if you want to. And so I saw the line wasn't that large. I think there were only 2 parties, and so I called my husband. I told him that I wanted him to come over with the kids so we can take the picture in front of the Hollywood Tower. So he came in, we did the line, we took the picture, it came beautifully, and then he handed me a bag, which is this bag that is right here decorating my table today. It is from the 50-year anniversary of the park. And I say, what's that? It's like, it's a gift from us. And I said to him, what's that? And he said, it's a gift from us. And I was like, I was really surprised. I haven't even opened it yet, and I was already sentimental. And when I look at it, there was one of these Disney shop stores baggies. And so I opened it up, and I saw this Pandora charm. And not only that, they also gave me a mug. Some time ago I purchased the Mickey pumpkin mug from Disney Shop online, and that mug broke, so they repurchased for me. It was so sweet. This charm was not on my wish list to purchase at this time on this trip, but my son loved it so much, as well as my husband, that they decided to get it for me, and now it's my favorite charm ever. So precious. I knew I wanted it, but that was eventually, you know what I mean? So yeah, and then my son knew a little bit about my wish list because he went with me to all the stores on Disney Springs, and he said, Mom, although I knew you wanted this one, we got you this one because we like it more. So it was very special. And the charm is this iconic charm, which is with Mickey. I feel that this is sort of like, representing those apple treats from the parks, the sweets, but not sure. As you can see, it has the Mickey silhouette, like the ears, and also remembrance of the body with the red and yellow enamel, like the pants. So cute. So let me get it out of here so we can look at closer details of it, but the color just amazing. Oh, this charm is so sweet, and as I said, now it's my favorite charm just because the special moment and memory attached to it. After they give me this, I open it, I open the mug, and we start walking down Hollywood Boulevard, and I was literally crying. Right now, even when I'm talking about this, I wish you could see me because I'm blushing. I feel so hot. It's just so special. Anyhow, so as you can see, you have the black enamel on the top, the Mickey ears, and then there's some silver in between the, let's say, the upper body and then the ears. And then you see the gorgeous red enamel. It's like orangey red from the pants, and then the yellow like bottoms or the shoes, right? So pretty. The back of it doesn't have the yellow enamel, it's just plain, as you can see, but it's so cute. Let me show you the sides. On these sides, there you go, it says Disney Parks and then Disney. And then on this other side, you have the Pandora Ale, it's $9.25. It's just a cutie, and I'm just delighted to have it on my collection. Then after they bought me that charm, I decided to get one more by myself. And as you can see, these 3 boxes have the exclusive box of Disney times Pandora because they were from the parks. These 2 I bought from Disney Springs, so that's what's a different packaging. So let me show you this one. This one was on my wish list for some time. It is a charm like recently made from 2019. But as soon as I saw pictures of it on Instagram, I knew I needed to get it. And this was one of the charms that my son knew I wanted. And so instead, he still picked that one with his dad, and just so pretty. But the charm that I'm referring to is this beauty. Oh my goodness. Look at this charm. Stunning. Of course, the yellow and the red are exactly the same as we saw in the previous charm. Quintessential for Disney and Mickey and Minnie. So let me get it out of here so I can show you closer details of this amazing charm. So here it is. Oh my goodness, it's so stunning. I'm amazed by it. It's just exactly replica of the balloons. And you can see there's a bow attached to the 3 balloons. And then below it, you can see the ribbons. And I love that they did those chains, sort of like swirl or that pattern. So it reminds us of those ribbons. And then at the end, you have a bead on each of the ribbons. It's just the attention to details really on this one is amazing. I mean, all of them, but this one, I love it, love it, love it. And then this is the side view. As you can see, it's very thick, very wide as well. Let me show you the back. This is the back, and as you can see from the back, you still have the same 3 colors. The opposite side exactly the same. So you see the yellow on the right, and then the blue on the left, and then the red in the center. So on this side, you have the yellow and the blue more prominent. So I feel the other one to me is the front. But again, you have the same bow, and then you can see also, of course, the chains below. And this is the bottom of it. Such a gorgeous charm. So of course, I have to have this one. Every park, of course, has the beautiful balloons. So yes, so representative of our visit. And then on this side, you have the Disney Parks on top, and then the Disney at the bottom. This other side have the Pandora and the S925L. And for me, I don't know, I feel I'm gonna be using this one on my O pendant. But otherwise, at the same time, I feel it could be the center of a design for a bracelet because it's very wide, but it's gorgeous. I couldn't miss this one. Oh my goodness, you guys, this video has been longer than I ever thought, but I told you I wanted to share with you all the memories and sweet sentiments attached to all these charms. So I feel that I'm gonna be breaking this video in 2 parts. So in the next part, I will share with you the other 2 charms that I selected from the stores at Disney Spring, as well as this box, which by now you know is a bracelet. I'm very excited to share that out with you as well. Let me know, because I would love to know. I know I love to talk a lot in my videos. So I would love to know if you prefer shorter videos, like, you know, cutting in parts if I feel it's too long, or if you prefer to have it in one full long video. I would love to know. But I hope you enjoyed watching my video, and if you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. I will really appreciate having you here. Thank you very much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Gracias, and stay tuned for part 2.